We're broadcasting to you live from a plane. This time we are throwing everything we have got at this superstar. Let's get it.
Since its debut in 2012, the Forza Horizon series has seen new releases come once every 2 years, but Microsoft is breaking that tradition with Forza Horizon 5, which comes 3 years after Forza Horizon 4. The extra year of development gave developer Playground Games more time to focus and refine the already solid and much-loved formula, and to take things to new heights in a new setting of Mexico. After spending a few hours completing the game's first story missions and taking more time with its sprawling open world, Forza Horizon 5 seems to be on track to deliver another solid entry in the popular series. GameSpot recently took part in a hands-on preview event for Forza Horizon 5, where I got to play the racing game's opening prologue and sample a few story missions before being set free to roam the open world of Mexico. The story missions were fun and varied, taking me on journeys to help find and retrieve an old Volkswagen or help a friend ride into a sandstorm to snap a photo of an artifact. The demo also let me try a series of races involving different types of cars and a variety of settings. All of these were impressive with their attention to detail and core driving mechanics, but my favorite part of my limited time was exploring the open road and experiencing the world at my own pace. That being said, Forza Horizon's signature showcase events returned, and the one included in the demo was seriously impressive. In this multi-stage race, I zipped through city streets at breakneck speed, launched over ramps and flew through the air, and careened through trees and the wilderness. The variety of the missions in general that were available during the preview was impressive, and it kept me interested in heading to the next waypoint to see what type of race I might do next. What has made the Forza Horizon series so compelling over the years is not only the various settings it's taken players to, like Australia, the UK, and the Bunch, but the way it feels to drive the game's many cars in those environments. And Forza Horizon 5 carries forward the franchise's tradition of excellent controls once again. Every mistake I made in handling a turn or applying the brakes felt fair, and not the result of the controls breaking down. Cars handled better. Applying the brakes is no longer an on-off type of situation, but is instead a more gradual gripping of the discs, the developer says. The suspension system is improved too, with an aim of making the experience more authentic, or at least that's the idea on paper. I can't say for sure how much I felt the improved braking and suspension system specifically, but the driving experience felt very smooth and enjoyable. Not only do cars handle well, I was using an Xbox controller, but the force feedback controller vibration helps you feel more closely connected to what's happening. You can, in essence, feel the tires under the car, and this is especially pronounced when driving through mud and over rocks, or when you crash land after a big jump and feel the thud of impact in your hands. The controls reward skill, as well as learning the layout of a particular track. With 599 roads to discover across 11 distinct biomes of varied terrain and an overall map size that is 50% larger than Forza Horizon 4's, I was only able to scratch the surface of what the game has to offer, and I can't wait to see and do more. Getting behind the wheel of a Ford Bronco and going off-road through a desert and feeling the thud and the grip of the mud and water under my wheels was satisfying, while revving up a Mercedes AMG and cruising down the beachside streets and communities was equally enthralling. On many occasions, I stopped and gazed out to the sweeping vistas of Playground's version of Mexico, and it looks great running on an Xbox Series X. The draw distances in particular are quite impressive. There's a volcano on the map, and it's visible from very far away, which helped me feel a sense of place in the world as I saw it draw closer and closer. You can see a huge amount of the world, and it triggers a sense of wonder as you think about the many destinations you can explore. The extra year of development for Forza Horizon 5 allowed the developers to create a substantially larger world than what could have been possible under the normal 2-year cycle. Adding an extra year of development not only allowed the team to increase the scope of the map, but also take advantage of the horsepower of the Xbox Series X and S. Horizon 5 offers players a choice between performance mode and quality mode, with the former prioritizing frame rate at the expense of graphics, and the latter keeping the frame rate at 30 frames per second but boosting the visuals. I enjoyed the smoothness of performance mode and opted to play that way for the most part. The higher frame rate made Forza Horizon 5 feel better and helped me execute hairpin turns and drifts more easily because I felt I had a better sense of control and precision. But still, in both performance and quality modes, the game looks incredible. Beyond the draw distances, the attention to detail was impressive. The way the sun glistens off the hood of a car in the distance is a sight to behold, while the beachside communities and the cities of Mexico made me want to stop, get out, and walk around. That is to say, Forza Horizon 5 does a good job of making its version of Mexico feel alive and lived in, as opposed to simply set dressing for racing adventures. The game's audio and sound design is seriously impressive too, with the rev and the chug of an engine standing out to me as one of the most exciting elements in that regard. Another welcome change for Forza Horizon 5 is that the weather effects do not apply to the entire map all at once. The developers say if you don't want to drive through the rain or a sandstorm, you can simply drive out of it. The Forza Horizon 5 preview I attended did not include multiplayer support with or against other human characters, though the world didn't feel empty as it had other drivatars that could be challenged to impromptu races. It's impossible to truly quantify or qualify what the extra year of development had on Forza Horizon 5. But the game seems to be in good shape right now heading towards launch. This not only gives me hope for Forza Horizon 5, but also Forza Motorsport 8, which is baking for an extra year at developer Churn 10 to hopefully also deliver some exciting improvements. Forza Horizon 5 launches on November 9th for the Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, and it's included with Xbox Game Pass. Stay tuned here at GameSpot for more Forza Horizon 5 at the time of its launch.